Hey guys, Unc here with a new review. Today I've got a new 6-light chandelier that we're going to be installing right here. But before we do that, let me bring it closer and show it to you. Alright, before we start with the installation, let's go through everything that's in the box and I want to show you how nice this lamp is. So first it comes with some instructions and a couple of wire nuts and the hook for the ceiling bell. And of course, all the glass bells, they are glass, not plastic. So let me go ahead and get the light out. So here we go. So it uses standard light bulbs. So that's always a plus. They're very easy to find and affordable. Here we have the downpipes. You use the one that you want. Depends on the height of the ceiling and how low you want the chandelier to hang. And of course, here is the ceiling mount. All right, let's go ahead and start getting this ready to hang it. Before we get mounting, I want to show you a couple of things. So first, this top bell, we need to remove this plate. So this plate we have to mount up on the ceiling. So this part we're going to mount in the ceiling, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. So this is the little hook that comes inside the package, and I want to show you how that goes. So this goes clipped onto there, just like that. Then on this side here is where the pipes, these down pipes will go. And the third thing before we actually start mounting is I want to show you the wires. So normally the wires will be color coded on what they do. These here have these little tags. So of course that's ground. Okay. This is neutral, and the light, that would be your hot. All right, so now we need to run the wire through those pipes. And as I said, we're going to possibly use all three. So we'll see how they are. So if you notice, this side here has threading. Okay, so we have to make sure that the female side of the pipe goes in first. And to make this part go in a little easier, I like to wrap the wires together like that. So that way they go in a little bit easier. Move this one all the way to the bottom here. And now we're going to take the next pipe. This side has the male side. So I have to make sure that I put it in the female side first. Okay, so now this part, we have to wire this through. So we're just going to run the wires through this. So you want to make sure that you screw it in all the way. First, it looks better. You don't want the thread showing. Plus, this is going to hold the weight of the lamp, and you want to make sure it's nice and secure. You don't want to come crashing down on you. Now we have to run the wire through here, just like that. We connect that to there, okay? And that is ready to go ahead and mount. We're going to go now and mount this ring on the ceiling. All right, let's go ahead and mount everything. So we got to run all this through there. And as I said, I'm reusing the original screws, so I know that these are the correct length and size. So now I'm going to screw these in. So we're going to start with the ground wire. When you are wrapping the wires around to make the connection, make sure that you are going in the same direction that the wire nut will, because you don't want it to come undone while you're trying to actually tighten it. Another good practice is once you've got all the connections done, you want to go in there and tug on them a little bit to make sure that if anything is loose and you want it to come apart now, not after you've got everything assembled, and then it doesn't work. All right. And these I will just tuck just like that. There is some room in the bell, so you don't have to hide them too much. The bell does have some room for wiring. All right, let me go ahead and back you up, and we will put in the glass bells. All right, let's go ahead and finish. So first, these unscrew just like that. Very simple. Then you put in the new bell. Remember, this is glass, so be very gentle and make sure you don't drop it. Same thing, glass, so be very gentle. All right, let's put in the last light bulb and turn it on. And there we go. Very, very nice. Plenty of light for the room, you know, with 6 light bulbs. And you can get, you know, the really nice Edison bulbs to show it off a little bit more. Well, that's the end of this review. I hope that helps. Till next time.